One of the things that people mentioned when we was going through our pitch was the location and where we're going to get some shots done. And we spoke about using Iron Bridge, which is a bridge that goes over a railway and also heads and goes into a school. And the main reason that we chose Iron Bridge is because we plan to get quite a good shot. We'd be able to get the right mood and the right theme that we're looking for. We plan to probably ideally have a day with weather that has cloudy skies, quite dull. It's quite a bleak place. Also, the fact that it goes over to the school is kind of symbolises, again, goes with the age group and the target audience that we're aiming for.
A question that was asked in the pitch was, will we show a lot of violence? In the pitch I talked about when Joshua receives a head injury, and I said it may fade to black or white. But as it's a thriller, I think some other bits of violence should be shown to give, to relate to more to other movies in the genre. So toning down the amount of violence there is.
One of the things I think I missed out when talking about the different story, like the synopsis, was how it didn't actually relate to how it wouldn't relate to the audience, because that's one of the main things spoken about in the brief, the target audience and the age range. So it's like, I don't think I did talk about this too much, because it was actually asked as a question in the Q&A afterwards. So maybe, I will have to change that sort of thing through the synopsis in adjusting the actual PowerPoint itself.
One other thing that I forgot to talk about when we was performing our pitch was the budget. This is something that I think we definitely need to touch on in more detail, because without a budget there's a chance that we wouldn't be able to get what it is that we're looking for. We didn't consider the fact that we would pretty much have not really have a proper budget. And the reason for that is because we pretty much have everything provided. All of the equipment that we need to film, we will be able to get from school. All of the locations that we can use, we'll just be using public streets and public roads. But in terms of props, I think we might need some of those, and maybe some outfits as well to fit the character style. We might need to use knives or fake knives as an example to show the the mugging happening. It's something that is very vital in our sequence.
I think one of the other questions that was asked actually was to do with the costumes that the characters would be wearing, and personally I think that would come under like budget or character list. So because I was presenting the character list, I feel like if I actually put that onto the PowerPoint and explain how the different outfits and what the characters are wearing represent what the character is and what their sort of personality is, I think that would help the people and the clients actually understand what the type of person is from what they're wearing. Like if they're wearing a hoodie or something like that, I would understand that sort of thing.
Previously I talked about the special effects that we were using. As I don't have a big budget, they'll be very simple. One of the special effects I thought we'd use would be like a colour change to show the hint out that he's hallucinating. But I think that'll kind of give it away. So maybe there'll be less subtle filters, or maybe there won't be any at all. And it's up to the audience to figure out if he's hallucinating or not.
I think there was actually a final question that was asked about the actual characters being featured in the opening sequence. So with that, I think we'll definitely be showing the three main characters, because the issue is with the victim. Personally, I'm still quite unsure on how she's going to actually play a role in the rest of the film, but in the actual opening, obviously she plays the role of getting mugged by the criminal. But all three of those characters will be displayed in the actual opening, but I feel like I do need, that also needs to be mentioned in the PowerPoint a lot more, because we didn't actually speak about what will be shown in the, we spoke about what will happen in the opening and not actually what will actually feature in it. So that's probably something that we do need to add as well.